Wow, the Seahawks with an unbelievable 27-23 comeback win over the Los Angeles Rams. Tyler Jones here with you. So glad to have you with us to recap the Seahawks' performance as they get it done in the closing seconds. Geno Smith leads a comeback drive to get things done, and the Seahawks advance to 7-5 on the year, ending their two-game losing streak. And on today's show, what we will do is we'll react to this game. You guys can send me questions using hashtag Seahawks or Super Chat to get to the front of the line. And so let's go ahead and get started with the mailbag questions that you guys have in store. First question, hashtag Seahawks, nice to win, very nice. You think our running backs will be good next game like Kenneth Walker? Well, to be honest, I don't know the injury status of these guys. As of right now, we're waiting to see what the update is, but I can tell you it wasn't great to see those Seahawks running backs get banged up like they did. Now, hopefully things are okay, but we're kind of just playing the waiting game at this point. Hopefully those guys are fine, but let's just see. Let's see where things go with these guys and make sure things are okay as far as I'm concerned. But I am very concerned, but we should get more information soon within the coming days from Pete Carroll and company where those injuries are at. But I'm not optimistic. I am not pessimistic either. Just kind of waiting to see where things go. But thanks for the question there. Charlie writes, Seahawks second half defense showed up. Hashtag Seahawks. What do you think of number 22, Trey Brown's performance in the game today? Well, Trey Brown gave up a couple of big plays at one point in time, but at the end of the day, collectively, the Seahawks held the Rams to 178 yards receiving. So although Trey Brown gave up a couple plays here and there, it wasn't the end of the world. The Seahawks defense did enough to get the job done. So Trey Brown, I think it was fine. Was it his best effort? No, but it wasn't his worst either. So you kind of take the good with the bad, if that makes sense. The Seahawks did enough to get the job done. It could have been worse. Things are fine. So I'm acceptable with what Trey Brown put together. Thanks for the question, Charlie the Unicorn. Another one from Charlie. Charlie writes, hashtag Seahawks, Jets, and Panthers are winnable games. Chiefs and 49ers are tough outs. Can Seattle go 4-1 or 5-0 in the next 5 games? Well, Jimmy G got hurt, and it looks like he could be potentially out for a while. The second quarterback for the 49ers hurt. Remember, they lost Trey Lance against the Seahawks week 2. So if you're facing Brock Purdy, the rookie quarterback out of Iowa State, all of a sudden that game looks really winnable. And so could the Seahawks go 4-1? Yeah. It's hard to imagine going into Arrowhead and beating the Chiefs. Even if you're the Bills, okay, even if you're the Eagles, you can't just pencil in and say you're going to go into Arrowhead and beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs are at home are as tough as any opponent in the league. But if we're trying to pencil in stuff, then yeah, 4-1 seems plausible at this point. I think that is certainly possible for the next 5 games. I think your magic number, if you're thinking like in baseball terms, is to get to 10 wins. You're at 7 right now. You get 3 more wins to finish out the year. I think Seattle's in good shape. Next question from Charlie says, 28-39, 367 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 fumble. Solid play today from Geno. Look, today was not Geno's best day, but Geno played good enough. And here's the deal. In the National Football League, okay, even if your best quarterback is out, you have to find ways to rebound and get things going. And for the Seattle team, for Geno Smith to not have his best day and still perform to that level, I think you'll take that personally. If that's Geno's off day, if you want to call it that, or the day where he wasn't playing his best, that's fine with me. I like what I saw from Geno Smith today for that not to be his best performance. So that's fine with me. I think Geno, if you look at the issues with this team, Geno's not problem A, B, or C. He is an asset to this Seahawks team. I'll take what I saw from Geno Smith. Thanks, Charlie. If you love that Seahawks win today, which, I mean, how could you not? I mean, a game-winning drive, getting down to the very end, that was awesome. That was incredible, the Seahawks did down the stretch against the Rams there. If you love what you saw today, subscribe to the channel. YouTube.com/Seahawks TV. We had an incredible time on our watch party. We're doing daily news and rumors segments, doing live shows on Wednesdays. It's all in one place, right here on the channel. YouTube.com/Seahawks TV. Subscribe now. Be a real one. Join us each and every day. You'll be glad you did. Kingman wants to know, do you guys ever have in-studio guests? Yeah, we do. We have our friends from right here at Chat Sports join us. I mean, for a watch party, you had Marshall Green stop by, Jeffrey Cooperstein, Abigail Alonso. I mean, yeah, we bring in the whole Chat Sports gang. And when you super chat us, whoever you want, we're going to find a way to bring them in. That's how things go around here. So, yeah, it's a party here on Seahawks Today for all watch parties. They're literally called watch parties for a reason. Thanks, Kingman. They didn't think Geno could beat. I had him with his arm, but he did. Yeah, I mean, Geno did what he needed to do. 28-39, 267 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a 1 pick. Geno made the throws. Geno did what it took to win this game and get the job done. The Seahawks were far from perfect in this performance. Okay? Let's be honest here. I mean, this game that the Seahawks put together was not an A game, and it wasn't a B-plus game either. It was probably a B or less from that point. But Geno did the necessary things. I mean, that drive that he had to lead that touchdown drive to win the game, that's as good as you could ask for. Next question. Geno is a lot better than Russell Wilson this year. Yeah, he is. Geno is a lot better than Russell Wilson this year. Russ lost another game, this time to the Ravens without Lamar Jackson today. This is going to be one of those things, like a lot of people point to the Herschel Walker trade as far as just finessing a team when it comes to trade moves, right? That's the one that kind of everybody points to when that trade, the Herschel Walker trade, was made. But I think this might be this generation's version of that, of what Seattle got for that Russell Wilson trade, and the fact that Russell Wilson has been outplayed by Geno Smith the way he has. It's been incredible. What's your one-word reaction for the Seahawks' performance against LA? Mine is, wow! I mean, clutch! Unbelievable. The way the Seahawks rallied and put that win together. What's your one word? Let me know in the comment section below. Give me one word to describe the Seahawks' performance. Next question from Kingman. How do I get the chance to be an in-studio personality? Well, Kingman, we all have to apply for jobs around here, just like any other job. But we can let your voice be heard with all the super chats you send in or comments using hashtag Seahawks. We can do what we can to get you on screen as much as possible. So I'm very fortunate. I'm glad that I have the job I do. Chat Sports has treated me very well. We got a great team here, and we're going to do what we can to keep bringing you the best Seahawks content possible. User from the 509 has Goodwin established himself to be the wide receiver 3. Well, the answer is no. Marquise Goodwin had 1 catch for 17 yards today. Now, it was a very big catch that he did have, but it was only 1. So, no, he hasn't. Marquise Goodwin, I think we're seeing some good signs, but we need to see more consistency from him. as far as I'm concerned. So, no, I would not say that he's had established himself as the number 3 receiver, but I see where you're going at, but there needs to be more. Who was the MVP for Seattle against the Rams today? Let me know in the chat. I mean, there's a number of ways you could go with this. You could go with Geno Smith. I mean, you could look to the defense and point to Tariq Woolen, who had his 6th interception of the year, which is tied for the league lead. Give me one name. Give me one name in the comments section who was the MVP for Seattle against the Rams. Next question. Seattle, great game by Geno Smith. And what are your odds of Kenneth Walker getting Offensive Rookie of the Year? And talk to you in getting Defensive Rookie of the Year. Well, I think that we see Kenneth Walker getting Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think that's a pretty good chance at this point for Kenneth Walker that he's in good shape to get that. As far as getting Defensive Rookie of the Year for Tariq Woolen, I think there's a pretty good chance of that too. I'm excited to see what essentially he puts together as far as his odds are, those guys. I mean, the Seahawks had the best draft of anybody in football, and it is continuing to pay off again to see what this group has put together. I'm excited about it, and if you've enjoyed this year, folks, it's only going to get better from this route to what's to come with this team. Today's show is presented by BetUS, the exclusive sportsbook partner of Chat Sports. If you go to chatsports.com/bet, use the promo code Seahawks125, you'll get a 125% deposit bonus. You put $100 down, you get $125 to spend for free. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code Seahawks125. You can bet on the rest of the NFL action this weekend. You can bet on NBA games, college football. We know the playoff that is going to occur now. You can bet on bowl games, whatever you're feeling. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code Seahawks125. Got time for a couple more questions here. Next one, #Seahawks. I believe that was a great game by Geno Smith. And do you think Kenneth Walker will get Offensive Rookie of the Year? And do you think Tariq Woolen will get Defensive Rookie of the Year? I think they very well could. Kenneth, hopefully he's healthy. Hopefully he's fine. If he's out for a while, then he can't. But Tariq Woolen is definitely on his way to being Defensive Rookie of the Year. But those guys will certainly have a case as far as I'm concerned. Jay Norris, Darrell Taylor hasn't been the best this year. What do you think we'll do with him? I'd be surprised if Darrell Taylor's back next year. Don't know exactly what the move will necessarily be, but I'd be shocked personally if Darrell Taylor's back in a Seahawks uniform in 2023 when it's all said and done personally. What's your one-word reaction to describe Seattle's offense against the Rams? My one word would be, I'm going to cheat actually on this. I'm going to do a little hyphen thing. Good enough. I'm going to combine the two. Good enough. Was it great today? No, but they made the plays necessary to win this football game, to get it done on the road. Good enough is the word I will use to describe what the Seahawks did today. 27-23, the final score. The Seahawks get the win. As always, subscribe to the channel. Daily Seattle Seahawks news and rumors. We had a great time on our watch party. I got to tell you, it was incredibly entertaining on Sunday. You want to join us for more watch parties. Live shows on Wednesdays as well, all in one place, right here, youtube.com/Seahawks TV. And we'll see you next time here on Seahawks Today.